Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the ESL King of the Hill. I'm Sajam.
Tasty Steve.
And we are here in the Burbank studios here for ESL to talk about the King of the Hill with you guys. We've got some awesome matches that are going to be set up all day for you guys.
Yeah.
A couple of long sets between super strong players from Northern California and Southern California. That is really the thing about this King of the Hill, that we want to see talent from both coasts throwing down. This is a rivalry as old as it gets in the fighting game community.
That's 100% true. Street Fighter has typically been like a kind of a fighting ground for a lot of especially the West Coast. So to see who is the best, especially with this program, King of the Hill, it's really smart, and we're getting these really long, drawn-out sets, giving the players time to adapt. So I think that's really cool. Yeah,
one thing we don't really see in this game too much is long sets between super strong players.
That's true.
You know, at tournaments, sometimes you get 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5. This is a first to 10 games. 10 games is a long time to really figure out what you want to do and try to, you know, really figure out your opponent, see what the matchup is. And it's so rare for these players to get to play each other. A lot of times when we ask them about it, they're like, I've never played a long set like this in this game. So it's hard to formulate a strategy. So it's often who just comes in prepared and knows what to do.
Right. We take a chance. First off, I want to say thanks to ESL for giving us this opportunity, because I like seeing these drawn-out sets. So like you said, it definitely all comes to a head right now. We get to see live-action adjustment, not over a 2 out of 3 game set, but over a 10-game set. So there's a lot of information that's going to be processed, broken down, and then applied instantly once we see these sets.
And so the way this is going to work, in case you guys are curious, is going to be a first to 10, as we mentioned, between the 2 players. Winner will get another chance to go against the King, as you can see it there. It's one player invited from Northern California, another from Southern California, and they will get a chance to play against the King, who right now is Christitarian. He's won 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Seeing if he can hold it down from Southern California. Just the rule set, as you guys would probably expect. First to 10, as we mentioned, all characters are allowed. The beach and training stages are banned, which is pretty common in tournaments.
Of course.
That's the standard for all tournaments. Winner has to stay with their character, but if you do lose a match, you are allowed to switch it up. So if you want to go to a different character, then that's always an option.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, a lot of times we get these players who are actually kind of set on their ways. And not too typically do we see character switches, but that's even more for the better, because we get to see those adjustments. And then we get to see if they're actually going to change, and who knows, they might pull out another character. So. Yeah,
exactly. And we can see our players for this week. Kelvin Jeon from Northern California, Alex Myers from Southern California. You can see Christitarian with that lovely little crown for Southern California. He's holding it down. NorCal has already lost LPN, XSK Samurai, as well as Julio Fuentes. Southern California, Ian Sanity, and Commander Jesse.
Right.
So we've just had a few of these weeks have gone by. We're halfway through this King of the Hill section, and Christitarian's holding it down.
Yeah, Christitarian, definitely a very strong set versus XSK Samurai last week. That set was ridiculous, and just watching that, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys got, you know, a whiff of what you guys are going to get from the King of the Hill today, as far as for the foreseeable future. So.
Yeah, 100%. And it was just one of those few instances where you got to see something so fantastic. And you know, Christitarian, for winning that set, got himself one of these Controller Chaos TE2s. He got a brand new stick by them. Of course, one of the sponsors and partners here with ESL for the King of the Hill series. Controller Chaos, you can follow them on Twitter. Over at Controller Chaos, as well as ESL Street Fighter. There's a lovely little giveaway going down on Twitter, so you guys can get one of these arcade sticks yourself. Christitarian, of course, claiming one through beating Southern California, or for holding it down for Southern California.
And of course, this broadcast is dedicated to Daniel Mobsters Frontera. GoFundMe information, he just tragically passed away. We're not sure on all the details, but he is a valued member of the FGC community, of course, here at ESL as well. And I know a lot of you guys have talked to him, but make sure that you guys go, if you can, and help out with the GoFundMe for, you know, his funeral.
Yeah, you can see the link there at the bottom of the screen. The GoFundMe, you can find it at any amount that you guys will have. Is super nice. So yeah, again, super tragic, and we're really sorry to hear about that.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a look at the brackets and see what we got lined up for you guys.
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. We got that Northern California's Kelvin Jeon on the top side of things. Ronin's Alex Myers for Southern California. The winner is going to get a chance to go against Christitarian to get the King of the Hill spot and try to get that $500 prize pool. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how these guys throw down in such a long set, this first to 10. And if they have the stamina afterwards to throw down against Chris T, who's been here for a few weeks playing already in this kind of format. So, you know, it's really about whether Kelvin or Myers can not only stay composed against each other, but then figure things out and beat Chris, who's looked really unbeatable. I mean, obviously, it was a really close set last week with XSK Samurai, but, you know, he's never out of it. It was really close down to the wire. We could have been looking at Samurai here instead. But, you know, hear about what these players are thinking heading over into the set. We're going to head over to Tasty Steve, who's going to be talking a bit to our competitors.
How are you guys doing? Tasty Steve here this week with our competitors. How you guys doing today?
Good, thanks. Feel good.
So first off, I want to ask you guys a few questions. We kind of talked about this. We touched on it. How do you guys feel coming from Canada Cup 1? Or is there something you learned personally that you're going to apply to this set today?
Yeah, I learned a few things, more like mental things, like mental stamina. So, yeah, I'm going to apply that right now.
That's really smart. You've been doing really well. And congratulations again on Canada Cup as well as your recent victories. Same thing for you. I mean, this is right after Canada Cup. Of course, you saw a few things. You learned a few things. Is there anything you're going to apply that you've learned, even though you weren't there in attendance?
Yes, there are a couple things. I took a lot of notes, but I'm actually just really excited to play, to have fun and everything. So, but yeah, I did learn something, so I'll try to apply it. I'll do my best.
See, that's good. That's what I like to hear. Now, even more so, we don't typically get to a 1st to 10 set versus anybody as good as you two, or vice versa, except for in your own circles. How does it feel? I'll ask you first. How does it feel being able to play a 1st to 10 set versus somebody as good as this shabby guy, Mr. Ronan's Alex Myers?
It's very interesting. I've actually never played in something like this before, so I'm really looking forward to it, especially because people can adapt after, you know, a certain amount of games. So I'm looking really forward to that experience.
Okay. Yeah. Same question, sir. How do you feel playing in a 1st to 10 set versus somebody like Kelvin Jeon?
Oh, it's exciting. Like, just like Kelvin, I've never done anything like this before, so I'm excited to play and show everyone.
Is there anything specifically right now that you've seen in his gameplay, vice versa, I want you to think about this, that you're going to apply right now? I know this is an on-the-spot question, but these are the kind of questions we like to ask.
Oh, I actually didn't study at all. Like, no? I got back from Canada, like, at 10 p.m., so, yeah.
Going in blind, okay.
Okay. He's pretty good. Yeah.
Just going to be careful.
Yeah, Kelvin's pretty good.
No, you don't have to.
No, Kelvin's good.
you don't have to do that.
Oh, save it for the video games, fellas. Easy, easy.
Know,
save it for the video games.
Yeah, no, he's pretty good. So, I'll just.
Get the mic back. Kelvin's pretty good. I think he's pretty good.
So, with that being said, will we see any special characters, or will we see you stick?
Hard-hitting question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out. Right?
Oh, we're going to find out. Wait, do you have any? Because we've seen you play multiple characters, like, since the beginning. But you've been pretty set on playing Cammy. Is there a chance that we would see a secret character coming from you anytime in the near future?
No.
No?
No. Maybe when Sakura comes out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And with the competition, even being here, do you feel like these opportunities presented, do you feel like these make you better, and do they help you for any other further tournament that you might be planning on attending?
I think it helps for sure. Like, you know, the production value is really good, so you get to play in an environment where, you know, you're used to really good production, so yeah.
Okay, same question.
I'm actually really thankful for ESL for doing this and inviting me over, so yeah, it's great. People get to see more of Street Fighter, what fighting game's all about. More exposures, the better. So, and the production value is pretty amazing. So, thank you.
Wow, great questions, great answers. I really like how this is going. Okay, so are either one of you guys ready to fight Chris T?
Oh, I'm ready.
You were so confident when you said that. Is there something that we don't know that you know about Chris T?
Me and Chris play like all the time, so.
Oh, see, I didn't know it like that. Okay, all right. What about you? Are you excited? Let's just say you get by Alex over here. Let's just say, theoretically, are you prepared to fight the King of the Hill champion, Chris T?
Chris is pretty good. Yeah. He's pretty good.
He's okay, just...
He's pretty good, yeah. I like him, yeah.
Do you think that he's done homework on you guys?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe. Actually, knowing Chris, yeah, he's a smart kid.
Do you think he should have done homework on you?
Yes, but he didn't do homework.
Wow. The lazy, the upstart. Anyways, what we're going to do is, I know you guys are excited for more Street Fighter action, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I hope you guys are ready for this 1st to 10 between these two. We'll be back soon.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the ESL King of the Hill Jam.
Tasty Steve.
We are back, and we just had that lovely interview where we went over there and we concluded after numerous questions,
Yes.
hard-hitting questions. He was like a journalist on the grind. They're both pretty good.
They're both.
That's what we've learned.
One of these. They're this right
You
here.
know,
Both
it's
of those
all right.
players. They're okay.
We both feel like they're pretty good. That's the moral of the story that we've learned there. You know, no fighting words.
No fighting
but, like,
words.
The tone.
So humble, you know.
But the
NorCal
tone.
versus SoCal, but they're so humble. I like it, you know. I mean, I think that's a good way to come into this
I
competition.
feel like
in all
strongly
honesty.
you will not see that in the gameplay.
Oh no, oh no. So much disrespect is about to happen. I hope you guys are ready. But even more so, let's give a nice, cool plug to the rest of our team.
Yes.
Ultra Chin
The boys
TV.
back home.
Yeah, they were here last week. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here this week.
You
but
know, they're
got
getting a
us.
little older, so they can't quite make it out week after week. It's a little tough for James and Davey G. So instead, they have us out here. We'll, of course, be doing the Tuesday show. It
Yes.
happens every Tuesday right down there at twitch.tv/UltraChenTV, where we talk about all things fighting games.
Exactly.
Including the lovely little first attempts we're going to see today. So if you guys are interested in any fighting game action, check it out down there. 4 of us will be chatting it up tonight.
Of course. And let us not forget Controller Chaos, one of our sponsors, definitely helping us out, coming through with these sick designs. These guys are based out of Missouri, so a lot of love from me, and they have great designs, great products. Make sure you guys go check them out. The custom designs they get is definitely part of none. I mean, and we already seen Chris already take one home, so hopefully he maybe get another one. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. So Chris Tatarian, as you mentioned, the King of the Hill will get a Controller Chaos stick, but anybody who follows Controller Chaos as well as ESL SF at home has a chance to win that. If you want to follow the ESL social media channels, of course, that is twitch.tv/ESL, which is what you're watching right now, as well as the Twitter channel ESL SF, of course, which stands for Street Fighter. You guys can get updates on all the lovely things going down ESL Street Fighter there, as well as, you know, just all the things that ESL is doing on their main channel, which is what we're on right now. Besides that, it's been, you know, a lot of chatter,
Yeah,
a lot of
a
he's
lot of
pretty
talk.
good. But time to jump into the gameplay. We're going to have our first attend between Northern California's Kelvin Jeon and Southern California's Alex Myers. There they are. The high five.
Oh, wow.
That was a good one.
See, that was a so-so kind of greeting right now. I like that, but look at Myers. He didn't flinch. He went right back into business mode, blowing in his hands because it's cold in here.
Yeah, you see that? It was the handshake, V trigger cancel, high five, completion from both of them. That was a pretty good high five. That was no Ultra David high five where it's kind of limp and you don't know where it's coming from. That was quality smackaroonie.
Wristed high five. I like it.
All right. So, reminder, first to 10 between these two players. And the winner will get to play against Chris Tatarian. Kelvin is in an interesting situation since he plays a lot of characters. The main character for a long time was Mika. He kind of jumped around with some Fong. You know, I saw him play some Urian earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
He's kind of been jumping around a few characters, but we'll see which character he chooses to go. Birdie as well as one. You know, Birdie, Mika.
Yeah. A lot of his gameplay comes from the fact that he has really good, like, footsies kind of fundamentals set up. I like seeing his button placement.
Yes.
I played him a little bit earlier. I got to see it.
He's a bully.
He's definitely a bully, 100%. And I feel like Urian is a great choice for him, in all honesty, because Urian definitely has those kind of buttons where it doesn't seem like he's controlling that much, but you're always getting counter hit.
Yeah, 100%. And he's that character that can move around with these really interesting options, right? You know, of course, Kelvin, player 2 side here with Urian. It's an interesting pick for him to go to. Alex Myers on the left with Cammy. That's the character you expect for him.
Right.
That knee drop's going to be important. If spaced well, it's pretty safe on block.
And we saw right out of the gate that Myers actually used a lot of her low-profiling moves to get under that knee drop and kind of, you know, keep you on your toes. That way you're a lot more reluctant to hit buttons, you know, on recovery as Urian.
Urian tried to hit that big fierce, but there it is. Alex Myers with the neutral jump.
Nice confirm, walk up. Nice pressure.
Corner now is Kelvin. But yeah, trying to use the knee drop to get out of there, and Myers sniffed it out. There's the throw tech.
What a great air-to-air before that confirmed. Oh, nice
Another
neutral jump.
yeah, okay.
Triple neutral jump.
Oh, wow. He's found out something here, clearly. Yeah, Kelvin's having trouble dealing with that. Okay, Aegis chance now, but it's in the corner, so it's tough to combo off it. Overhead.
Gets hit by the overhead. Gets clipped into it. Bounces out. Oh, wow. Look at that stun bar.
One more for stun. Yeah, you got to be careful. Myers backs off a little bit. Does have trigger available. EX!
Oh, gets clipped by the EX headbutt afterwards.
He has to be careful. Kelvin does have that EX, and he baited it. He was trying to make Myers uppercut. And the throw tech is good. Kelvin with the whip headbutt, and no punish from Alex Myers. There it is, though.
Jab, jab. I like the checks. I mean, he didn't have any meters, so he wasn't looking for a headbutt, but jab just to confirm and then go through with the combo. Really smart.
Yeah, so those headbutts from Urian, you can just duck and you'll get right under them. V-skill. That gives them, you know, armor on that special move, as well as a little V-gauge for using it.
Oh.
Knee drops.
That violence knee drop.
Yeah, the spacing on those have been really great from Kelvin so far. He hasn't missed spaced, and they haven't been unsafe. If they hit a little higher on the body, they're not safe on block.
Right. Nice pressure. Decides to hit a button in between that Cammy pressure right there. Really smart. He was holding back anyway, trying to get to a safer range.
And you see, it seems like Kelvin's maybe not having the best time at keeping Cammy out of the air, anti-airing a lot of these options. You know, her approach in the air is tough to deal with. The neutral jump doesn't work this time.
And you see Myers committed to it, like just neutral jumping because he isn't doing anything about it. But right now, Kelvin Jeon definitely has the position in his favor. Still has the life deficit though, just to get out.
Yeah, just got out of the corner now. EX tackle, the crush.
Ooh. So long to confirm off of that crush counter. And
you see, he didn't actually go for a meaty. He was scared of the uppercut from Alex.
And this is definitely still very winnable for Cammy.
A knee juggle out of the air. First game, Alex Myers. You know, Kelvin had some interesting ideas, but you can tell, newer character, right? There was a lot of little situations where he would get the mirror out, the Aegis right, and he wouldn't, you know, have the perfect spacing to get the combo off of it, or the mix-up wasn't just right. Definitely a learning experience for Kelvin in that first game.
I mean, even so, look at Alex Myers. There's a couple situations he looked like he was in foreign territory there, so some of his reactions may not be the best, but he still seems to have control of the match.
Yeah, you see that spacing on the knee drop again is really important to keep it lower on the body every time. You don't want to hit it super high up so Myers can get that big punish. Roundhouse tackle, that's a knockdown.
Ooh, crouching fierce, dangerous headbutt goes through. Nice combo.
The neutral jump again, and that was throw tech OS from Kelvin. It worked out.
That EX dangerous headbutt right there gets a small combo. Nice wake up DP there from Alex Myers.
Yeah, this time trying to bait the throw, and Kelvin didn't take the bait. The big fears, not turned into anything. No, the headbutt again, and Myers, yeah, he's having trouble dealing with this.
Oh, nice. Nice tech right there. Nice awareness.
There's that jab check from Kelvin again, and there's that EX tackle. It's so fast, so it covers the screen so quickly and safe on block. One thing Kelvin's doing, you've seen this forward medium punch from Urian, right? It's this lunging button he does forward, and he has an overhead target combo off of it. But what Kelvin is doing that button and then going low after, and it keeps catching Alex because he's looking for that overhead.
Right. And on top of that, Urian's, it moves him forward slightly, like a lot of his normals do, but that special normal is actually really well. Covers nice airspace right there, so if you do get crossed up, you still get the chance to hit. Nice confirming the combo.
Yeah, media after from Kelvin. Spacing on the tackle was good, but he couldn't combo off of it. He was just a little shy.
Oh, this is what he was talking about button-wise. This is really being a bully. Kelvin hitting so many buttons at a crazy range, and even Cammy still has to respect it a little bit, but not before she loses this round to Critical Art.
Yeah, big confirm from Alex Myers. He spent his V-trigger, got the combo, and, you know, Kelvin, you know, lose that round. He has a little bit of resources to work with. It's important, you know, Urian built a lot of meter pretty quickly. You're going to spend it on those EX knee drops as well as tackles. You can use the EX fireball for your Aegis mix-ups. So he has a couple of ways to deal with this. Again, yeah, I like that he's hitting jab there. He's no longer allowing Alex Myers to walk up and throw bait him. No anti-air.
Oh, wow. You see Myers just slow this down to a crawl. Tired of hitting buttons at that zero range versus Urian. And it gets really scary. On top of that, the EX chariot tackle is so fast, covers a lot of distance really fast, and you have to respect it in a lot of instances.
You know, it seems like Myers is having trouble dealing with these knees. He's not anti-airing them. He's low blocking a lot of the time instead of stand blocking. So, yeah, see, he just has no answer. Yeah, and Kelvin has figured that out.
And on top of that, you have to remember, he does still have a hitbox when he's coming down with knee drop.
And you totally uppercut that out of the air if you have the right read. No, can't combo it, went behind. Counter hit confirmed from Myers, then he gets corner carry. He was looking for that roundhouse crush. Overhead.
Nice block.
Still one more mirror available. Another jump out from Alex Myers.
That was really smart. Decided to jump out. Gets the crush counter on the headbutt, but not close enough because of the way our animation is.
Oh,
yeah,
just didn't get
close enough. Yeah.
High on the body, but Myers didn't punish, and the tackle will do it. Yeah, that's a lot of damage on that.
Yo, clotheslined her into the alley. All right.
Yeah, Urian, that was really, you know, good surprise tackle. That's the way he takes up space. He doesn't move like a traditional character. He gets around, you know, by whiffing the knee drops, by using the tackle, the EX tackle as well. He's got, you know, the headbutt to move around. So his spacing and the way he moves around is a little different than a lot of the other characters. Oh, V-skill out.
Oh, yeah, because he's active. Like, a lot of his move-around options give him, like, actual hitboxes where he actually can hit you and convert. Or just take that knockdown and keep that pressure going.
Yeah, he's got moving hitboxes, as you mentioned. That's the way he gets around. It's very funky. It's not like a lot of the other characters in the game. It takes a little while to understand and learn and even fight against.
Yeah, Urian, definitely one of the more unique characters in the Street Fighter V cast in a lot of instances.
And you see Kelvin not opting to use heavy headbutt knockdown. He does the light one so he can keep positioning after.
Oh, nice pressure right here. Oh, gets the throw. Of course, it's going to be back throw. He wants that corner position. Oh, neutral jump. Fierce. Nice.
Aegis is out, and there's the challenge from Myers. He's got to be careful, though. The mirror's to his back. Yeah. Again, he got clipped.
Oh, wow.
The mirror in front.
Instantly uses that
And
other
then
one and
EX.
gets baited. And Kelvin Jeon has a smile on his face like, yeah, it's working.
Oh, I got him.
You have to be careful because if he has meter after Chariot Tackle, EX Headbutt is such a good option because he's plus anyway. And if you hit anything, chances are you're getting counter hit. Big combo.
Yeah, and EX, you know, Headbutt, so invincible, and so many frames of invincibility on it. And, you know, that's the one thing you have to watch out. You know, Kelvin, he knows how to be a bully and take risks like that, right? That's his playstyle. Forward, aggressive, taking risks, just making you uncomfortable. And that can definitely happen. In a longer set, it's so easy to become frustrated.
Yes. Yes.
So Myers has got to stay composed and try to keep his game plan and slow things down here.
And
Tackle, yeah.
Ooh, nice. That's one of the things about crush counter and so much recovery time
Kill.
right there.
And we'll see, yeah, meaty, and that is
And
it.
there's the low you were talking about after. That was really good.
Yeah, you see a big smile from Kelvin. Does the V skill, puts on the V skill, and then big fierce at the end. And man, we got two different stage endings there for
right?
Kelvin, but it's really impressive, his Urian so far, right? The spacing and the movement's really good. He has good conversions. He's making Myers uncomfortable in a lot of these scenarios.
Yeah, and you can tell. Like, and that's the thing. Also, another thing about playing these long sets, like you said before, is that when do you know when to pull the trigger on some crazy tech that you figured out? It's really hard.
Or even just take a minute and think about it, right? Like if
Exactly.
Myers just, yeah, confirm, he gets corner carry.
Oh, nice trade on wake up. There's that standing jab, baits it out. Could have got a correct counter if it was a little faster, but you know.
Yeah, you gotta crush that headbutt. It looks a little safer than it actually is.
Yes.
But you see, there's a couple of times, right? Like Kelvin misses the shoulder and there's no whip punish from Myers, right? Just little things like the knees.
Oh, and he is, man, Myers is doing a good job of setting up those throws, but man, Kelvin Jeon is not letting it happen.
And then sometimes Myers is afraid to go for the throw because there could be EX headbutt, right? So, that was unsafe, but no button. Okay, clipped him and confirmed.
That
Good
should be
work.
the round.
Yeah, it should be the round, and that was really good of Myers to just be ready.
Oh,
he's
still
lit it.
alive. Not yet.
Instant
Oh, the
overhead.
dirt bag.
That's what happens when you're a big boy like you're in.
Yeah.
Things like that'll happen. He's really tall, as you can see, so that'll happen. But yeah, you know, Kelvin so far, the knees, that's been a problem. It feels like Myers really can't find a way to put this neutral into a position that he likes. He wants to play, you know, this slower whip punishy style and then get to approach with dive kick when he wants, but Kelvin's so mobile and active, he won't allow that to happen.
Oh, nice check right there.
And I like that Kelvin has realized that there's no answer to the knees, and he continues to go for them.
Oh, wow, gets thrown first.
Yeah, that throw from Myers was a little early.
Yeah, still in blocks, not completely whipped. Nice.
Close to this mirror, now he's gonna have it. Kelvin can.
Oh, nice neutral jump, no
If he
confirm.
confirmed, that was that.
Yeah, but like you said before, he's really tall, so confirming from that height is actually a little trickier.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, close to, the meaty headbutt gets uppercut.
Needs to be really careful. I'm looking for a Chariot Tackle. EX version, there it is. Headbutt, no.
He didn't want to take the risk. There's the tackle. All the meter gone for Kelvin, but he gets the round on that.
And it's so annoying to deal with because you see, like I said, you want to test or at least check EX Chariot Tackle. But the minute he has that meter, you start like, maybe I shouldn't because he can headbutt me and I'm in danger.
It's so fast. It's such a fast move to deal with, right? Covers the screen really quickly, safe on block. Oh, punish.
What a bait. Look how long that recovery is.
It's going to be stunned. Yeah, he spent the EX. He can get the big combo here.
Nice V-skill power-up right there.
And corner carry was so big. There's the big risk from Myers. He's going to get immediate after this, and we'll be close to even, although Kelvin with the lead.
He does have EX bar. Let's see what he does.
In the front.
Eats it. Lots of damage. Yeah, you want to spend it this time around.
We'll
you want
see
to
what
get as
Kelvin
close
does.
as possible. Nice take.
He does have the mirror. Yeah, he puts it out. Low. The overheads have been blocked so consistently from Myers, just like that again.
And this time, the throw is in favor of Alex Myers. He takes that second game, not easily by any stretch of the imagination, but he definitely takes the game. You see Kelvin tighten up because he had a fat smile on his face in between that last set when he was like, yeah, I got it.
So, you know, the overheads are not working here. What Kelvin really needs to do is stagger the lows or walk forward, walk back, bait the throw, hit him into the mirror as a throw bait, right? That's one of the most powerful things Urian can do in this game. So you got to switch up those options and really make your mirrors count because so far he hasn't really got much of ages.
Right. Well, it's really scary as well because people realize that one of the scariest things about his V-trigger is the fact that you have a constant hitbox on top of you at all times. So you don't want to hit buttons.
Oh, this is big crush and the stun. Get the big combo out of this. We'll see if he spends any resources.
Oh, he should be done. Oh, but
missed.
he dropped the combo. Uh-oh. Never give Myers a chance. Cammy can come back off of the slightest hit just to get momentum in her favor. And nice check there by Kelvin Jeon with the jab.
Yep.
Saw the gap. It's like, oh, you're going to dash in? Well, now I'm going to hit a button.
Yeah, just sticks out the little jab, and he's been doing a lot of those defensive jabs, you know, just to interrupt Myers since he's been trying to throw bait a lot. Myers now has to go for more frame traps to try to stuff that kind of stuff out. And you see the interceptive style from Myers not really working against Urian so far because he comes at angles that I don't think Myers is ready to cover. You see that knee drop again, not answered from Myers. He doesn't have a solution yet.
Oh, neutral jump roundhouse and then follow up tech. You
There's
see him learning, and that's what we were talking about earlier. It does still have a hitbox. It just looks really nice. Uh-oh, tries to walk back, still in throw range. Oh, nice block.
Yeah, did the whole target combo that time. This is big fears from Myers. He can get positioning after as well, and he missed.
Didn't want to spend the rest of that meter either, so nice throw OS to get out of there.
Cross up, and he has critical art, but instead spends EX. Maybe okay, the dash. They both dashed. You know, had Kelvin stuck out a button in the trigger, he had all that meter and everything like that. That could have been a near death or death scenario for Myers, but dash happened to work out.
Yeah, even if it's just the guess that you get, him having V-trigger on top of you is still a really good option to have for Urian.
Oh, unsafe tackle on the punish from Myers.
Oh.
And you see Myers really not sure about where the movement's going to come. Is it going to be, yeah, EX tackle? Is it going to be headbutt? Is it going to be knees?
Reset.
Missed the media. Man, Myers has really got to figure out this media timing.
Oh,
blocked.
Counter. Oh, just regular, but this time he's going to use that critical art. Take away a nice chunk of damage. Poised to take this 5th game right here.
Yeah, we'll see what he does on wake up
Oh,
back.
once
He missed
again.
the media again. That's a big problem,
Oh,
though.
this is going to hurt.
Yeah, big down fierce. He gets the setup afterwards. Other side.
Yo, they said this wasn't, hey, look, they said that wasn't a conventional setup to do. You see those videos and they're like, that's not practical.
You see those Twitter videos of all the Urian setups and you say, that would never work in a real match. It sure did.
Yeah.
That was incredibly ambiguous because of instead, in that situation, right, where you do elbow and an EX fireball, most people dash up, they do forward medium punch mirror.
Yeah.
But instead, Kelvin took the over-under to the other side since there was corner positioning, got the low, confirmed, you know, in an EX fireball into the tap. Oh, man, this is a big miss from Myers. This is a lot of damage. And that setup was so good from Kelvin Jeon. That's one of those things that, you know, as the setup set goes on, he's got to pull out more setups,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
He's got to have more options to make Myers, you know, hesitant about where to block.
And I feel like that's going to be the hard part, especially with a character like Urian, who, once you see his moves, you know what you're looking at. You know what to test. So I feel like the mix-up game gets a little harder with a character like Urian. Oh, that's going to be the round.
Not sure what Myers was looking for after that EX tackle from him. I mean, you know, if Urian has no meter, you got to just check him.
Yep.
You just got to hit jab strong, you know, make sure that he's staying honest afterwards. If there is meter, there is the threat of headbutt, but yeah, in that situation, not sure what the plan was from Alex Myers. Gotta wonder how his resolve's gonna look against a newer character in a long set where he's still trying to figure stuff out. Oh, unsafe.
Nice confirm. Oh, finds the hit again. And just like that, oh, reversal EX headbutt right there from Urian.
And you see he pilots the knees away. He tried to steer it forward and whiff so that Myers couldn't punish, but the uppercut was ready anyway.
And of course, Myers burns that critical art, still has trigger available. So you know he's looking for that hit just so he can confirm and finish the round. Really smart. And Myers has gotten so good at managing that meter. Like, you're like, oh, he just used critical art. He doesn't have any tools left. Next thing you know, counter hit, trigger activate, lots of damage. And he has an additional mix-up. Ah, so good.
And the throw bait has been working on that neutral jump a lot. So Myers, I think that's the option he's got to go to instead of grounded throw baits, maybe neutral jumping to bait him. Yeah, slow projectile, counter hit confirmed from Kelvin.
I can't believe he walked up and did that.
Sometimes you got to. And there's the throw. Oh yeah, neutral jump. And you see him play slow. He was looking for uppercut just in case from Myers.
Gets the throw. Nice quick tech, which you're supposed to do. Walks into the EX dangerous headbutt, and look at Kelvin Jeon finding all of these hits, and look at the stun bar.
Oh, dashed into it. Now this is confirmed from Myers. Big damage, about to even things up, and then neutral jump. Sends out the mirror.
Oh, that's so cheap.
The lows, yeah. Putting out the lows. One more will do it for Myers. He's got to be careful. And the jab.
Gotta keep him honest. Even a character like Cammy, who looks like she just does whatever she wants on the screen, you can't be afraid to check her, especially in between those strings. We've seen Myers do it a lot. He'll do like crouching jab.
I think the issue that he had there was he did neutral jump roundhouse. And Urian is so tall that the normal got blocked so high on the body, he didn't have as much advantage as he thought, right? Because the character is just so tall that it created a different situation than Myers is probably used to. There's that throw range from Urian.
Oh, nice.
Finally, the challenge from Alex Myers. He does get pretty good meaty pressure after his throws. He can go for a couple of options. No confirm off the double jab. You got to wonder if Myers is maybe dropping stuff now. as the set slowly slips away from him. 4-2 is not too far of a deficit, but you really don't want Kelvin to go up more games.
Oh, yeah, especially in the first to 10. And this time he doesn't have meter. Nice check right there. That way you don't have to worry about headbutt. Oh, look at the hits that Mr. Myers is finding right now.
Yeah, I like this tighter pressure. Not giving Kelvin as much room to space. Oh, that is a great V reversal option from Myers. Cornered now, but he got away from the mirror.
Oh, overhead. Oh, nice blocking and puts himself in the corner. Tries to follow up with the knee drop, and that's going to be that critical arc to take that first round.
You know, Myers could have done roundhouse crush counter, fierce, V-trigger, fierce, and he didn't have to spend any resources. Instead, spends the full bar. A punish and a kill is a kill, but more optimal for Myers. Could have saved him a lot of resources.
That's that unfamiliarity kicking in. Like you said before, this
100%.
is a newer character, and a lot of people don't know how to fight him. So we're definitely going to see a lot of gray area when it comes to punishes, as well as, you know, positioning yourself. It's just stuff like even the knee drop, you know?
I love the normals that Kelvin sticks out. These big chunky normals after he's intercepted Myers a few times and he expects him to walk into it, like that back roundhouse that he's sticking out. It's a couple of good buttons from Urian. Jab check again.
Oh, nice target right there. No confirming the combo, though.
You can see that. Urian is so tall. She's landing so high when she jumps in. Neutral jump again. The big fierce. That's counter hit. That's a big combo, so Myers has to be careful.
And check right there. Even though Urian had meter for the headbutt, another thing about Urian's headbutt is definitely a great reversal tool. A lot of people go crazy and then they wake up. They're trying to dash in and they get hit by that EX headbutt because they thought you wouldn't do it. And plus, it starts out really fast.
Oh, confirm. One more for stun. Oh, the throw bait.
Shimmy.
That'll get the game for Alex Myers. Going to put himself back on the board and stop this set from slipping away. One thing about that EX headbutt, as you mentioned, it's not the fastest thing on startup, right? If you mediate with a light button, you do like a jab, you can still block it in time. The real strength of it is that it's so invincible. There's so many frames of invincibility that it just chews through a lot of things, where you'll feel like you even blocked it and you just unblocked it.
Right. And it's active for so long. Man, it lasts so long when you see the animation start up till the time it hits you.
Early start for Alex Myers in the corner already. Counter hit. Got the little confirm off that low medium punch. Oh, it was the right idea.
I can't believe she cleared it.
Yeah, right idea. Just Cammy got right over it. And the anti-airs have been tough for Kelvin so far, so I think up fireball, not a bad idea.
Oh, finds the hit. Not gonna burn it. Use it just to get an extra damage after another mix-up. Burns it early, though. And Myers doing a great job.
Yeah, walk down pressure now, and the confirm from Alex Myers. He saw the low medium kick hit. Canceled into the uppercut.
First round, 8th game. Looking really good at this point.
Oh, big jump again. Yeah, there's been a lot of early fireballs from Kelvin and the headbutt bait, but if it whiffs, it's pretty quick to recover.
Oh, yeah.
Whiff punish. Myers is looking much better in the ground now. It seems like Kelvin hasn't had time to establish stuff like those knees.
And he just kept jumping, kept eating those violent knee drops. Oh.
No confirm from Myers off the double jab, but he's got corner positioning.
And Kelvin is definitely not letting Myers get away with anything. All you see is those constant jab, crouching jab, just checks to keep him honest.
Still no anti-airs from Kelvin. He hasn't had an answer to those dive kicks. Confirm EX is available. Now he's going to push towards the corner. Still, mirror is available for Kelvin. He spins it.
Nice block. Oh, not
finally
the throw. Crouch his throw. Oh, there you go.
The reset, and he's going to be able to get tackle. Other side, what a block from Myers. The mirror still available, and the throw will do it. You know, those situations where you just got to block so many mix-ups back to back to back to back to back, and you just can't block them all forever.
It gets annoying, especially in a game like Street Fighter where you're like, yo, it's my turn. Like, you really want to hit a button.
Street Fighter is the turn-based strategy game of fighting games. Very my turn, your turn kind of game, but in that scenario, it was all Kelvin's turn.
Oh.
Confirm.
And we're not seeing any crush counters. I would have liked to see him save that meter and just, you know, take the damage from the crush counter combo and then go in and probably burn it on that next hit. But as I say this,
Alex Myers looking like he's going to get it, and it'll tie things up 4-4. So, you know, as we mentioned, Kelvin, a couple of characters playing Urian so far. Maybe he'll stick it out through the whole way, but he has a few other, you know, choices in his arsenal. So you got to wonder when in the set, if in the set, he will switch characters.
And you talked about it. He does play multiple characters. He might have somebody sitting in the bleachers waiting to get called on by the coach, Coach Kelvin.
Yeah, but for now, it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. And Myers has adopted from, you know, playing a slower pace reactive neutral to just offense. He's like, look, I don't know what's going on exactly here, so I'm going to turn it into my turn as much as possible and just get this offense in the front.
Oh, nice. Same side. Cross up this time. All right.
Yeah, mix up from Kelvin. He put himself in the corner to do so, but the back throw is going to reverse things.
Needs to be careful. Urian getting really close to that V trigger, still has the life lead, and that's going to be just bad situations all around for a character like Cammy. But she finds hit. Gonna try to go for the mix-up, tries to go for the throw.
One more will do it. Gotta watch a jump in into instant overhead from Myers as well. Good blocks from Kelvin. He still has a mirror.
Oh.
The walk down pressure is good.
And look at the blocks by Mr. Jeon. Gets the standing one, falls on it, and just wake up.
Had he blocked that, he could have got the big fears into the mirror, into the combo, but instead Alex Myers, the round, because of that reversal uppercut.
Oh.
And again, that early start fireball from Kelvin, he's kept that up throughout the set. Immediate headbutt whiffs.
He needs to be really careful. Look at all the resources
what
that
a whiff
Mr. Kelvin Jeon is sitting on over there. Nice, dangerous EX headbutt. All right.
And you see that Myers jumped away from the headbutt. I wonder why. If you just block and whip punish, or if you try to whip punish, it's very hard.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, okay. Got to be careful about that, the roundhouse tackle. And not a real meaty setup from Kelvin. There's a couple of ways to do it, but that double dash didn't get the job done. Counter hit confirmed. Got to watch the jump from Alex Myers into the EX dive at this point. Oh, got him.
Oh, what a reaction right there. I like it.
Didn't want him to establish that V skill.
Yeah, it changes the pace too. Like, you have to respect it so much because he has good anti-air options and he gets armor on those specials.
Confirm again. One more from Mir could do it. That should be it, and it is 5-4. Alex Myers takes the lead in the set.
And they are going in right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting. We'll see what it seems like. Kelvin is suggesting that they want to go to character select. You know, this week there. There's the character select. This week there is no break in the middle of the set. We're gonna run out the whole entire first attempt. So the players get to choose whether they want some time right here, right, by going to character select or not. And it seems like Kelvin is maybe either gonna think about things, perhaps a new character, or maybe he just wants some time to think about the matchup.
All right, so now Myers checking the internet. Nice sly books over there. The character that everybody loves to hate, or Mika. I love the character personally.
Yeah,
but,
me too. I think Mika's great. And you know, Kelvin earlier was even saying mean things about his own character, Mika.
He was saying that they should definitely nerf.
Seems like Mr. Myers has some notes written up for Kelvin Jeon's Mika. He has some ideas he wanted to write down. He mentioned to me that Xiaohai told him how to play the matchup.
Really?
He was giving him advice on the matchup before losing to Knuckle Do, of course. But we'll see what it's going to be. I mean, Kelvin has a pretty funky style of Mika. He's not afraid to play slow and just really bully you with one clap, one whip punish. And once he gets the offense going, he's a real steamroller kind of guy.
And it's really scary because unlike Knuckle Do, he plays so much more a slower pace. He wants you to hang yourself in a lot of instances and still operate off of that initial fear that you're fighting Mika. So it's really good, and it definitely plays out in his favor in a lot of situations, much like that one.
Yeah, regular throw early. You got to be careful. Yeah, there's the wake-up drop kick from Kelvin. He's not afraid to take risks like that. See the dash forward. Oh,
nice neutral jump using that falling light kick.
One thing about, great interrupt, that fierce. Such a fast button. It's got the priority to deal with it. And now, Myers corner positioning. Dashed into it. Myers then could have been a bigger punish.
And he really wants that clap. And I know how that goes. Being an Mika player, you get in that corner and you're like, all I got to do is touch him. You got full trigger and meter. You're like, yo, if I mix him up once, it's Cammy. She's going to die. And Myers is like, nah, man, we're going to keep these buttons.
Yeah, and Kelvin, you know, being a little disingenuous with the drop kicks up close, I think he's got to stick to playing more grounded footsies first.
Oddly enough, I saw Myers playing in training before anybody picked up the stick. And what he did was he had Mika set to a standing medium kick and kept punishing it.
Interesting. Well, it's going to be huge damage here. Alex Myers seems to really be ready for this Mika pick. We'll see what the mix-up is.
There's the tech. Oh, what nice.
Other side, and Myers out of there with that throw tech OS.
Gets the throw, the crouch throw. Crush counter. Lots of damage.
One more for stun and perhaps the round, but the jab trade, and then jab will do it for Alex Myers, who goes up 6-4 in the set. So yeah, it seemed like Myers super prepared for this matchup. He had coverage at all the right ranges. He's playing at a really good range to deal with all the Mika approaches. I think Kelvin really has to start switching up what he's going to, because, you know, if Myers is ready for all the approaches as Mika, you're not doing it right. There's so many ways for her to get in. Oh, it's huge. It's going to be a massive start to things. Oh, interesting little reset attempt. Yeah, Myers is ready for it. Throw bait again. And
like
you see those normals, yeah.
Yeah.
Kelvin much more buttonsy up close, trying to defend himself preemptively before Myers gets there.
Yeah, the no-move buttons from Mika are actually pretty good. Standing medium kick, standing strong. You still got fake drop kick as well as like charge drop kick. So that's pretty good options.
Myers the coverage, he's got the corner positioning.
Ooh.
Plus frames, and there's the jump out in the front, and Kelvin does block.
Oh, wow. And that's gonna
confirm.
be that. Wow. And like you said, Myers is super prepared right now.
Yeah, he's kind of smothering Kelvin up close, and then as soon as there was that lead, he backed off, let Kelvin hang himself, and then immediately whip punish was ready. Anti-air. And the throw bait again. It just wasn't on time, but it's, you know, Myers has the right ideas.
Oh, gets the walk under. Crouch throw again. And that's one thing about Mika. When she gets that crouch throw, it says a lot about your opponent because that's a special animation that you only get when the opponent is crouching.
Right.
And she gets a wake-up option off of that, too. She gets a nice meaty setup. So.
Great reaction again from Myers. He stuffed a lot of those drop kicks. He still has full V gauge available. You can see the buffer. Yeah, he was 100% prepared for that. So what that input was about. Back throw. One more will do it for Myers. But now positioning for Mika.
Ooh, nice neutral jump. They trade, though.
Yeah, delayed. You see him jump back? He was expecting a V reversal from Alex Myers.
Gets the cross under, stealing it. There's a throw.
Cammy can chip now, though. There's no V gauge available for Kelvin. Yeah, he's got to get out. He couldn't find a way. Maybe he could have tried his own critical art to try to get through with the frames, but yeah, that situation, there's no way for you to avoid it. Even if he did have V gauge, one hit critical art, you can't V reversal that.
And on top of that, you have to remember, like, Kelvin walked into that range. Had he stayed back a little further, he might have had a little more time to react, but he actually walked up, and his back was to the corner.
Yeah.
Well, Cammy's back was to the corner, so just made it that much faster.
You can see Myers walking up and really stuffing a lot of the options that Kelvin has to get in. Oh, dash up does get intercepted, and Myers playing a real reactive game, but also when he does get the offense and he gets in that footsie range, really stuffing so many of the opportunities that Kelvin's trying to take. Like right there, right? Those forward medium kicks, you know Myers is looking to stuff them. Meaty pressure, yes, and he baits the throw. Again!
Oh, wow.
And Kelvin's got to figure something out here. There's that big counter hit jab and a confirm.
Now he's got a big chance right now. If he can get this mix up, this is going to hurt. She's probably stunned.
Yeah, that is definitely a stun. That combo will stun you if you get hit before it, always. Gets the extra V gauge. Oh, it was a crush after, and he didn't confirm it anything. Oh, my.
Run up Brimstone from Kelvin Jeon.
Some weird drops from Kelvin. That combo didn't actually work. It was a reset. And then afterwards, missed. He had to do that forward fierce. He could have just done wingless airplane to close it out. So some drops. Block on the other side from Kelvin.
Well.
Yeah, no reaction to the drop kick either. That's a good sign that Kelvin's switching up his neutral. If your opponent can't react to your drop kicks as Mika, it means you're changing up your options. See what the pressure is.
Oh, nice. That trade was definitely in Kelvin Jeon's favor, but not this, though.
Pressure.
Saves the last of that meter for one additional mix-up. Oh, wow.
Oh, the throw tech again from Kelvin, and one hit for stun. Oh, the throw again. Yeah, so much mileage Myers gained from Kelvin, just whiffing after whiffing after whiffing all these throws. And looking like he could go up 8-4. You know, 7-5 is a much easier deficit than 8-4. That's tough. It's a lot of games you got to win.
And we were talking about that neutral jump from Myers.
Oh, man, lots of whiz.
And this time it's actually working out. Finding those hits. Whoa, wow, just gets opened up by that last hit and gets the big counter hit. Here comes Kelvin Jeon. Oh, did he block?
The escape. Yeah, he just wanted to get out of the corner, but instead now Kelvin trying to chase down. There was that stun gauge.
Finds the hit.
Yeah, and Kelvin was a little overzealous. He ran into it. Crush. EX, and it's not enough. One more from Myers in the game.
Oh, no anti-air. He could have got EX wingless airplane right there.
But he was already in the air. He was convinced that jump back was going to be the option to stuff whatever Myers was doing to approach. But, you know, preemptively, it didn't work out for him. And now it seems like Myers has gone up so many games here. 8-4, this lead.
And then ask for a break. I want you to stew in this loss that I just made for you. Get yourself a bowl. Get you a spoon. I want you to eat some of this stew
that I'm creating here. Remember, he said earlier, Steve, he's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. It's like we're back into things. Oh, the drop kick misses, and that's one of the issues that Mika will have, is that drop kick, you know, afterwards you try to walk up and throw or something like that, your opponent will just walk out of the way.
Right.
Pressure, close to stun, and there it is.
There is the stun again.
Oh, big whiff, but Myers keeps up the combo anyway, working on a perfect, but the back throw. And the wrist. Man, he really did the uppercut. And the standing leg kick, the little standing leg kick, not quite full screen, but, you know, goes pretty far.
Right, has great range, and it's definitely like one of those buttons to see if your opponent's respecting you or not.
Big jump in again, gets the regular throw.
Myers 1 round away from going to set match, if he can take this one.
Low forward buffer. Oh, the crush again. And there's the confirm.
Look at all that red life.
Walk down, V-scale to the other side. On the confirm, yes, he does get the corner carry. Anti-air, oh, it stays in the front, but good block from Alex Myers. Not quite the round, but real close. Good block from Kelvin, and the throw again. I think when you look back on the set, the real big issue here is gonna be that throw attack from Kelvin Jeon. So many times he had this defensive positioning and just really wants to go for that throw attack. And it's worked out a few, right? Because Alex Myers had some whiffs.
Yeah, that's true.
On the media timing. But really, it's been killing him in this set.
And this point right here, this match is well, basically the last match of the set if Kelvin Jeon doesn't turn it around.
Yeah, it's a match point for Alex Myers in this first to 10. Kelvin really is struggling to put together anything here.
And I felt like he was doing a little better with Urian because of that unfamiliarity. Like, I felt like he could have got a lot more mileage out of using Urian in a bunch of these situations.
Yeah, it seems like Myers was figuring it out, but obviously this Mega pick he is too prepared for. Confirm again, Myers locked down in the corner. And there's been no anti-airs from Kelvin, from either of these characters, really.
And Kelvin just does not want to spend any meter either. Like, he has resources, but there we go. Spend some of that meter, get those situations. Oh, wow.
That's been so many times. Myers' MO really, I think, and you know, not even just this set, but in general, is first knockdown uppercut. You knock him down immediately, he takes advantage, does the uppercut. And you know Kelvin wants pressure. And he's got him scared. You see that time Myers didn't uppercut.
Oh, gets the crush counter, gets that extra hit. Nice forward hard punch right there. Oh, gets the jump in. Nope, didn't find the hit, but cancels right in a critical art, and this is going to give him the life lead.
Now he gets positioning and knockdown. Tried to bait throw again.
Oh, finds the hit. No confirm this time around, though.
And the juggle out of the air. One more will do it. Alex Myers just needs the throw, and he takes it 10-4 over Kelvin Jeon.
And we saw before that he was doing so much better with Urian, even with the normals, the way he was checking, whatnot, et cetera, definitely worked out more so in the favor of Kelvin in the situation when he was using Urian. But once he switched, like you said, I think he was feeling so much better about the matchup.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a tough set for Kelvin Jeon. It feels like it really snowballed out of his control. As soon as he switched from Urian, he had a game or two that was okay with Mika, but man, Myers was totally prepared for the whole situation. You can see he's going to move on and play against Christitarian. Another SoCal versus SoCal battle to see who is the king of the hill. So far, it's been nothing but Southern California. You know, who's still going to be king of the hill again for the third week for sure. But it looks like we're going to head over to a little interview in a second here with Tasty Steve to get some thoughts from Kelvin after the match.
Tasty Steve here. I'm here with Kelvin Jeon. How are you feeling? I know it was hard, but how are you feeling?
Not good.
So why did you switch from Urian?
Alex was he was catching up.
Okay.
So yeah, like I kind of try to take advantage of the whole, oh, it's a new character, he's not familiar with it. So that only goes so far, right? And then he started catching up, he started doing spacing, he started doing all these character specific things. So I'm saying, okay, I'll switch. But yeah, well, that's what I switched.
So I saw in the match, he was doing a bunch of neutral jump. He was doing a lot of neutral jump to try to bait you to hit a button. But we saw that Urian's hitbox, like he's so tall that it messes up the timing. How did you take advantage of that in your set while you were playing him? Yeah, he did, like, he kept doing neutral jump to try to bait you out to do throw. Okay. And he just kept neutral jumping. But Urian's so tall that it hit, like, on the top of his head. So it gave you a little extra time. So what did you use that time for? Just trying to...
I just wanted to hit him, to be honest. But I wasn't really aware of that. I know he's really tall, so people do mistime a lot of things. So I am aware of that, but not that specific.
He also wasn't too used to the crush counter possibility on the headbutt. Yeah. Were you aware of that once you saw that he wasn't getting full punish?
Yeah, no, I was aware. So I just wanted to take advantage of it, but that only goes so far, right? Yeah.
That's true. So then we saw you switch to Mika.
Yeah.
what led the change for you to switch to Armika?
That's my like go-to main character, but yeah, that's why. I mean, she's really strong, and I'm really comfortable with in tournament. Or I thought I was, but my Mika's horrible. So yeah, it's pretty bad.
Your Mika's, it's all right.
No, it's pretty bad. Yes.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the matchup itself, Mika versus Cammy? Just curious, inquiring minds.
I think it's like 5-5, maybe slightly Mika. Actually, probably 5-5 because Cammy, like, she can outpoke her or whatever, but she has like no health. So once Mika gets in, it's just not fun. Right, and she has a TP, so but it's not fun.
Is there anything that you took away from this match?
I have so much work to do.
Yeah.
I am like so behind. I don't know, man. I have to reevaluate a lot of things. Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. I mean, you did a great job. I want to get Alex Myers in here as well to see if I can do an interview. Any parting words?
No, not really.
You did good regardless. You did good regardless. Well, we have Alex Myers, who will be fighting Chris T. How are you feeling, sir?
I feel good. Coming off Canada Cup, I feel really strong. I really didn't expect Kelvin to pick Uri, and that really caught me off guard. He beat me like 2-1 initially, and then I think he got the fourth game, but like I started to like pick up on his habits. Like I realized like he's not too comfortable with Urian's neutral yet, so I realized I should try and out play him, and then yeah.
So we were watching, and there were a couple of situations where you were unfamiliar with, like getting the crush counter on his EX Dangerous headbutt. Were you aware of that? Because I see a couple times, like you got out of range when you tried to punish it, and then you said, forget it, I'm just going to take the smaller punish.
Yeah, so if I block it really far, I learned right now that I can't do the hop kick punish. I got one hit every time, and if I did crouch strong that far, it would have whiffed. So what I would need to do is dash forward after I land roundhouse, but I was so uncomfortable while I was playing Urian that I was kind of on tilt, so I was like, I'm just gonna do what I know, because that was the first Urian I've ever played. Like I've only played like an Urian online or something like on rank just randomly, but besides that I have no Urian experience.
Well, it kind of showed, but you made some really good adjustments in a lot of situations. Like I was talking to him about, you were trying to fish for that neutral throw while he was there, so you just neutral jumped to get out of it. Or is there anything else specifically that you noticed, since this is your first time playing Urian, was there anything else that you noticed about that just Urian himself with versus Cammy?
How good his throw mix-up is, like after I block an Iggy's reflector.
Oh, yeah.
He was just catching me like every time, like I kept trying to block low, high. Like he noticed I kept blocking them, so he started throwing. I thought that was really smart. But the reason why I was neutral jumping so much is because early on the set I noticed Kelvin is not comfortable on defense, so I just started to bait his throws. Like he refuses. He really refused to block, and I think that's why I got in so badly a lot of times. Yeah, if you just take the throw on Cammy, it's not too bad. Yeah.
I noticed that you're a lot. I don't want to give away any of your strats, but you're committed sometimes to doing like stand-up jab, just to make sure that they're staying honest, not trying to do like crazy stuff. Like you'll get a knockdown, you will walk up, crouch jab to try to get that confirmed. Is there any specific reason? Is it player specific, or is it just something you do yourself?
I guess it's just something I do. Like I'm just fishing, I guess. Yeah.
Well, with that being said, what other things would you say? What advice would you give Kelvin to let him know, like in that matchup specifically?
In that matchup, Mika or Urian?
Mika.
Mika, Kelvin knows how to play that match. I just think he's been playing. I could tell he was so much more comfortable with Urian right now, because it looks like he's been grinding Urian. Maybe he lost having fun with Mika, and then he devoted all of his muscle memory to Urian. Because when I played as Mika, everything looked really uncomfortable with Kelvin. And they also nerfed Mika's clap, so she can't auto confirm anymore. So it looked like he was having trouble like getting me with the whip every now and then, you know. But besides that, like just relax on defense and stuff, like that would help a lot.
Yeah, your pace definitely slowed down a little more when you once you got control of the match, especially when it switched to Mika. Your control went through the roof. You were doing a lot more like precise normals, a lot more jumping to get out of range, and a lot more situations like that. Is that just Mika, or is that just you looking at him playing the matchup?
It was mostly like what I was getting from Kelvin. When I play someone, I'm trying to download them. I'm not trying to like, you know, it's not like it's mostly not a character specific thing. It's mostly like, I feel like this game is more, you're playing the player than you're playing the matchup. So yeah.
Hey, that's a good place to send it out on. So what we're going to do, we're going to get you prepped versus Chris T, last week's King of the Hill winner, and we'll be back with more Street Fighter V at ESL after this break.